Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Monday afternoon here at MadWorldTarot. I have the Knights Templar Tarot on the tarot table, and I'm looking at the news, a few days old news, that Prince William has won America. He came out top in a poll of 15 public figures, mostly American public figures, from all across the political spectrum, judges, politicians, whatevers. And then also Putin and Zelensky were in on that poll. 15 public figures. Prince William came out top, to the surprise of all, that he should be the most popular public figure in America, of course, where Harry is working very hard, or trying very hard, or no, we can't say he's working very hard because he doesn't work, but he assumed even that he would go to America and be the most popular public figure in America, he and the Claw. So how's it going? How did Harry feel when he saw the news, as I'm sure he did? I'm going to do a Celtic cross. We're going to look at it. We're going to look at his intentions and his attitude towards his brother. Because when I did a reading very recently on Harry and going back to the UK, renting an apartment at Kensington Palace and all of that, the outcome was the King of Wands, and I saw that he was going to try his very best to outshine Prince William, overshadow Prince William, be the most popular prince in the world, as he once was, or once thought he was, or the British royal family once worked very hard to make us believe he was. What a mistake that was. Anyway, that's my opinion, and of course it is all my opinion. And interesting cards coming out here in the pre-shuffle. And yeah, we're ready. It's, of course, just tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinions, or speculation. And I read energy here, of course, and putting my notes out the way so you don't have to see my ugly scrawl. And disclaimer in the box below. See what the Celtic Cross wants to tell us with the Knights Templar Tarot about Harry and discovering that his brother, I want to say most hated brother, because I don't think that there's much brotherly love there from Harry after what we read in Spare, is more popular than he is in America. Must have been quite a jolt, quite a painful realization. And we have got our underlying energy is the Hermit. It's the Hermit in reverse. That is Harry. Harry is the Hermit. It's the major arcana for Virgo. Our Virgo, we're almost in Virgo season. It's his birthday coming up next month. Hermit in reverse. That's the Hermit in his shadow aspect. The world turned upside down. Hermit in reverse obviously means various other things, but we're dealing with his own major arcana card in reverse. It simply means, for the purposes of this reading, that Harry's nose is out of joint. He feels that he has been slighted and disregarded, and it's sitting as the underlying energy under everything else in this reading. So let's have a look at the overall situation, the heart of this reading. How did it go when he heard the news? And we've got the Fool in reverse, and that's pretty much Harry. It's a lovely depiction of the Fool, and it's in reverse. And that is it's a wake-up call to Harry, because the Fool in reverse says, first of all, you have been foolish, you have been very stupid and reckless, and now you're going to reap the consequences of that. But it also means that you're not going to get another chance at this. And Harry is not going to get another chance to win America. He's lost America. He and Meghan both, between them, have lost America. It took them a few years to do, but they've succeeded, and it's absolutely lost. There is no way back, and that's why he's trying so hard to ingratiate himself with the British royals again, and also threatening us in South Africa with his presence, his very unwelcome presence. But he knows it's major arcana. He knows he is not going to have another bite at that big apple. It's lost. It's over through his own foolishness and stupidity. Chastening What in particular is the issue, is the problem is crossing him? Death. Death card. Not literally, obviously, but death means endings and change. And it is the end. He knows that he's dealing with an ending of a journey that he went on. It was a foolish journey, that Megxit journey. He went along, tagged along behind the claw, dragged him over there, and promised him the world, promised him he would be so popular. She was going to be president. He was going to be the most popular person on the planet. And it's turned out the complete opposite. And now it's over. The end. That's death. Death is endings that are painful and uncomfortable, but are necessary. Absolutely necessary. It's something that is so toxic and destructive. You have to end it. You have to cut off limbs if they are rotting. You basically, I don't know where that awful image comes from. Sorry about that on a Monday afternoon. But it's that kind of sensation. You've got to amputate, and you've got to cauterize, and you've got to do uncomfortable things, difficult things, to get rid of that thing that has gone so rotten. So hidden energy, that's real shadow stuff. Here we're expecting seething with resentment kind of energy. What's going on in his subconscious towards his brother? Wow, we got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Two things. That's his own downfall and his own ruin. Ten of Swords. Harry, finished, done. He knows it, but also I'm getting here that that's what he wishes for William. He wishes William to be ruined and brought down. That's my personal opinion. It's a very ugly energy. It's quite shocking, in fact, to read and to feel. And as I say, always in these readings, I read energy. That's what I do. That's how I read these cards. So, Ten of Swords, he knows, Harry knows that he is finished. He knows this in his heart of hearts. It's not the kind of buffoonish behavior we've been seeing in Singapore when he's been locking around and groping other men's boobs and things like that. Very physically inappropriate behavior, childish and stupid. This, in his heart of hearts, he knows he is done for, he is finished, he is ruined. The card is in the reverse. That's ruin upon ruin upon ruin. Harry knows when this poll came out, this was absolute evidence that he is finished in America. He could lie to himself before, but this is living proof. This is actual physical evidence. The kind of stuff that the court was asking him for in that phone hacking case, and he couldn't provide, except that he imagined, he believed there was all kinds of sinister agreements. This is proof. What's his focus right now? What's his mind on? He's on the Four of Cups. He wishes that he could have this again, this chance to woo America and make them fall violently in love with him and adore him and worship him. Four of Cups in reverse is let's try that again. Let's do that again. Last time round, I rejected you. I didn't buy into the situation. I didn't give it enough effort. I was apathetic. I was indifferent. I was surly. I was whatever. In reverse, okay, let's forget that happened. And let's drop that and let's try again. Please, 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 can we have that over again? How can I start this again and do it better? Too late. Too late, and I think Harry is going to hear that too late expression quite a lot in future. That's my personal opinion. Tell us about his past expectations when he set off for America. So optimistically, yeah, Knight of Cups. That card came up in the previous reading as well. He was going to woo them. They were going to follow him because he was the Prince of Hearts. And they were all going to adore him, and he was the relatable one and the genuine one and the down-to-earth prince and the fun prince. And they were really going to fall for it. What's coming up next? Next for Hasbeen. How's he going to react to this, respond to this? What's he going to do? He can't. Basically, the Star in reverse. Interesting, this card also came up. Different tarot deck in the previous reading. Not the same tarot deck, same cards though, same energy. Star in reverse. The star is about hope. When it's upright, it's about despair. When it's in the reverse, this is loss of hope, loss of faith, loss of belief. Losing also your sense of divine protection, sense of purpose, that this is your path, this is your connection with the divine, this is your soul speaking. He's going to feel very depressed. He's going to feel very directionless, very lost as a result of this very shocking realization. I'm surprised I haven't got a tower or something like that. And here, Ten of Swords is pretty much tower. But he knows very clearly from all the cards that have shown up so far that this is a devastating moment for him. It's a devastating blow. It's a devastating loss. And it's going to be very hard for him to recover from this. For all his bravado and his antics on his worldwide philanthropy tour, his intentions towards his brother, his feelings towards his brother right now. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. That is wishing William to fail, really. King of Pentacles is Harry, the red-headed king there. But that's the one who should be king. He thinks he should be king. And he really is always going to think this. He's never going to lose that sense of entitlement, that this is my position. I always think, because it's King Henry VIII energy that's coming through in Harry, that it's his belief that he really is the king. He should be the king. And William should get out the way. This is this energy here. King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm the one who's been thwarted. I'm the one who should be on the throne. I should be in charge. Very has-been looking king there, with the towers, the turrets in the background. And it's dangerous energy. It's sinister and intimidating energy, because it's wanting to undermine someone else's stability. The King of Pentacles is the most solid king, the most stable, the most reliable person. And Harry actively, according to these cards and the way I'm reading them, in my opinion, Harry actively wants to undermine his brother's reign. The longevity, because the King of Pentacles would be the longest lasting reign. It would be forever and ever kind of king. He wants to undermine all of that and ruin it. What pressure is Harry under? He's under a lot of pressure. We can see from the cards already. The Emperor in reverse. That's his ego. Wow. Ooh, some ugly cards coming out in this reading. Ugly to hold. I'm going to put it down there. Ugh. Horrible energy with that Emperor in reverse. Toxic male ego. The Emperor. Failure to lead. Failure to rule. He can't deal with it. But his ego is so immense, and his sense of entitlement is so immense, that expectation, that belief that he should be king. Twice now I've got it, that he's failed, and he's not going to make it happen. He's not going to be the one in charge. He can't deal with it in his own self. Never mind what the wife thinks about it and whispers in his ear. He, in his own self, can't deal with the fact that he is the spare. And we've seen that before, but this is coming out now in the most toxic way it's ever come out for me as a reader. I have to say that it's really chilling and it's icky, and I don't want to touch the cards. His hopes and fears. I'm almost scared to pick this card up. We've got the Four of Pentacles. He fears losing control, losing status, losing position, losing the war chest, the treasure chest, losing the money. He fears that he's going to be out in the cold. He fears that he's going to be financially unstable. He fears that he's going to be left out, cut out. And he is going to be, for sure. Once William is king, he's going to be out. And he's very, very worried about that. He's worried about his financial security. He's worried about his stability. He's also just worried about his own ability to control his life and be in control of his life, because the Emperor is about control. It's about planning and managing and laying down not laws, well, yes, laws, but this is how we're going to do things. This is the plan. And he doesn't have a plan, and that's pressure. Two cards telling me he doesn't have a plan. He doesn't know what to do. And he doesn't know what to do over here as well with the star in reverse, because how does he deal with the fact that his star is now falling so badly? As was pointed out at great length in the article that discussed this poll, Gallup poll. What's the outcome going to be? The attempt to be the King of Wands, attempt to outshine his brother, intimidate, dominate, lure the public away from William, undermine William. How's it going to end up for Harry? And absolute defeat. I'm very happy to see this card. 6 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands upright is the triumph card, the triumphal return, the hero's homecoming, the crowds lining the streets, waving palm fronds and ticker parade, or that kind of thing. In reverse, a failure, abject failure. He's going to be seen as a failure, a very public failure, because the 6 of Wands is very public. It's also a card of narcissism and ego, the 6 of Wands, and when it's in reverse, he's going to be seen as someone who's very egotistical, very narcissistic, only interested in his own self-aggrandizement at the expense of everyone else, and in particular his family, his blood family. So a very ugly reading, very ugly energy in these cards for me as a reader. But yeah, a big blow to Harry. This is a mortal blow almost, with the 10 of Swords in reverse sitting down here. To his plans and schemes, we've got the Death card here, knowing that he's been a fool and he's not going to get another chance at this. He would really like another chance at winning America with the 4 of Cups in reverse. Please let me have another go. They're not going to. His star is plummeting. His mood is going to be very, very dark with the star in reverse, very depressed, very lost. He would really like to undermine William. He really wants to be king. He believes he should be king over and over. This whole reading is about someone who believes that they should be first, and very worried about being cut out financially, being very unstable financially and also mentally, I have to say, my opinion. Outcome, defeat, public defeat, contempt I get in that card from the public for him, for the way he has lived his life, the choices he has made, and the very obvious resentment that he has towards his brother. He had a choice. He could have supported his brother. Instead, he chose to act against his brother and try to undermine him, and it is not going to go well. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.